Hello world, it's me, DoctorAinz, and today I'm gonna show you... What in the world was that? Hey there, Squigly. Oh my god, what made you cry? What happened? What seems to be the matter?
It's nothing.
Oh, I think I get it. You seem to be angry because people in chat said that you are a trash character once again. Don't worry, I'll make sure that those peasants eat their words.
How?
How? Pretty easily, with DoctorAinz's ultimate super duper omega destroyer of worlds squiggly guide, I guess. I don't know.
Couldn't do it without you.
So you heard the lady, now you heard me, and before we start, there's two little things we'll have to get out of the way. Believe me, these things will make everything have much more sense later on, I guess. So, first of all, low profile is basically performing an action, usually an attack, and that helps you pass under an opponent's hitbox, keeping you safe, I guess. There's also super cancel, which is basically using a blockbuster to cancel your current action, usually a normal or a special move. We also have to talk about Peacock's Fisher's signature ability. This signature ability makes it so that allied projectiles have a chance to inflict armor break. Finally, we got to talk about the universal commands and how to perform them. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory, but you never know. Right, with everything else out of the way, we can finally begin the Squigly super duper whatever name I gave it earlier. Squigly thingy. Let's roll. So we have to start by her T1, which is the move you'll be using the most, not because of usability, but because of the way the game is designed. So, things to note, it has decent range, it moves you forward a little bit, it can be low profiled, and it can also be enhanced. By that I mean that you can enhance her whole ground combo from 5 hits, the usual, to 7 hits. Up next we have her launcher, which is performed by swiping up on your phone screen. It isn't that interesting except for the fact that it can low profiles. Now we have her trip attack, which is performed by swiping down. Normally hits 3 times, but it can be enhanced to hit 6 times. It's also one of the contenders for the worst move in the whole game, if not for the fact that it is a projectile, in which case it will probably be #1 worst move in the game. Up next, it's her dash attack, which is performed by swiping right when you are in close proximity to your opponent. It has good range, it can be low profiled, it moves you back, and this makes it whiff easily. This is her second dash attack, which is performed by inputting another dash attack after your first one. Squigly's second dash attack sends the opponent sliding a huge distance. It can be super cancelled regardless of your charge status, and it can be enhanced. It allows a wall bounce to help you continue your combos, your canvas. For her charge attack we have Arpeggio. Since the opponent sliding, it has very good range. Since it lasts so long, it's very good on incoming. It can be super cancelled regardless of your charge. And it can also be enhanced for 1 extra hit. Here is a universal Arpeggio conversion from anywhere on the screen. Keep in mind that it's a little resource heavy because it requires Squigly Battles Opera, Center Stage, and the Silver Court, as well as 2 Dragon Charges. You obviously start with Arpeggio, then you use Center Stage, as well as Battle Opera, and then the Silver Court. Here's another universal conversion for Arpeggio, this time for the opponent's corner. You need exactly one dragon charge and the silver cord, nothing more, nothing less. This is performed by using Arpeggio into T2 into the silver cord. This is her grab, which is also super good because it has good range. Since the opponent far away, it can wall bounce, allowing you to continue your combo. It has an average tech timing and it moves you forward. You can convert her grab from anywhere on the stage by using Squigly's Battle Opera as well as center stage and the silver cord, plus both dragon charges. You can just use all three moves in quick succession. After you successfully grab an opponent, you use the center stage and then Squigly's Battle Opera. You follow it up by using the silver cord and it should grab your opponent. If you wanna convert a grab into a combo in the corner, you'll only need the silver cord. It's pretty easy. After throwing your opponent, you only have to perform at T2 and then use the silver cord. We'll now talk about the move which, if you played any competitive battle featuring Squigly, you should be familiar with by now. It's her tag in attack. But before we talk about the properties of the move, we'll first discuss how it works, because unlike anybody else's, Squigly's tag in attack is rather unique. For starters, her tombstone will always appear behind you at the beginning of the match. This little tombstone is where Squigly will rise from whenever you tag into her. It will always back away from the opponent, and once it begins moving, it will do its best to stay behind you. Once you begin moving forward, she will follow you from behind at a safe distance. Following the 6 feet away rule, whenever she is moving on her own, she'll only reach about this far, which is slightly off screen to the left. Whenever you tag from Squigly, her tombstone will appear wherever her last position was, still abiding by the rules established earlier. It's also worth noting that her tombstone is really good for combos. Here is a quick example of what you can do, as well as a list of characters that don't synergize well with her. Here is one of the better moves in the whole game. It's called Drag and Bite. It hits 4 times, it can be super cancelled on any given hit. It can easily OTG your opponent. It can also be enhanced to add 3 extra hits and a longer hit stun. Keep in mind that the uncharged version can be interrupted on block. This is arguably the best move in the entire game. It's the silver cord. It reaches about mid-screen when uncharged, effortlessly OTGs your opponent, can be enhanced to travel further and at a faster speed. It's not only a projectile, but also a grab. We go from one of the best moves to one of the worst. This is Ashes to Ashes. It hits 4 times, and that's pretty much it. You can't enhance it, you can't super cancel it, its OTG properties are trash. It's not even a projectile, that's the worst thing of all. Anyway, moving on. We have Dragon Punch. It only hits once, but it has intangibility up until you leave the ground. Both of these attributes can be improved by enhancing the special move. If you enhance it, you get 2 extra hits and added intangibility. It can also be super cancelled. Now we get to talk about her 3 universal special moves. We are starting off with her burst. You can easily combo after it, and it recovers your OTG. Now let's look at her taunt, which provides amazing utility because immunity is such a premium, and it can be super cancelled. This is her outtake. Whatever, moving on. Now we move on to the most unique special move in the entire game. It is Center Stage. Although it's mostly used to punish, you can use it to convert most of Squigly's moveset into a full combo. As with every special move that is super cancelable, just make sure that you don't cancel it too early. Now let's talk about her super, shall we? First of all, we have Daisy Pusher.
It is a command grab. It would only hit grounded opponents. It only has decent invulnerability, and sadly you cannot combo after it. For I beheld Satan as he fell from heaven like light.
Up next is Squigly's Battle Opera. It hits 5 times. It is a projectile. It can easily juggle your opponent. Just keep in mind that it doesn't have that much intangibility. And it is also really good for combos. So it's better used as a combo tool rather than a reversal. We continue with Drag and Drop, which although it is really powerful, it doesn't have that much in the realm of depth, so there's really not much to say about it. It's a super and it would only continue if you use it while your opponent is grounded. We are reaching the end game with Inferno of Leviathan, a super projectile that hits 8 times, can easily juggle your opponent, but it only has a tiny little bit of intangibility, so be very careful when using it as a reversal. It's time we finish this with her one and only level 3, called Rage of the Dragon. As we already know, being a level 3, it is unblockable. There doesn't seem to be any instance in which you can combo after it. All 112 hits are considered a grab. And so far it is her only super that can be enhanced. You enhance it and it gains 8 extra combo hits, which are also considered grab. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching if you did, and
It's not so bad.
what do you mean it's not so bad? I spent like a freaking month working on this. You know what? Forget it. Just because the lady over there couldn't keep her mouth shut, now I'm gonna show you the on-top power of Squigly and DoctorAinz.
Breath of Magic Caster, Infinity Ward, Magic Ward Holy, Life Essence.
This is a very basic combo. It's basically 5 into launcher, into dash 1, into the silver cord, into a dash 1, T5, launcher, air combo, and Squigly's Battle Opera to finish. It lets you get both dragon charges. Here is another very basic combo, but this one requires you to already have both dragon charges. You start off as usual, dash 1 into T5, after that you use Dragon Bite, followed by another T5, followed by a launcher into an air combo. After that you use Squigly's Battle Opera into the silver cord, followed by a dash 1, T5, and then you finish off with Drag and Drop, followed by Inferno of Leviathan, followed by a launcher. This is an original combo that I like to call the Special Delivery. Although you need both dragon charges, it lets you chain 5 special moves in the same combo. You start off with the usual dash 1 into T5, then you use Drag and Bite, and then you repeat T5, Drag and Bite, T5. After that you use a launcher into a dash 1, followed by the silver cord into another dash 1, T5, another launcher, another dash 1 into Dragon Punch, into another dash 1, into Ashes to Ashes. This is probably the only time you'll see Ashes to Ashes. This is the super special delivery. It's the same concept as the prior combo, but this time with blockbusters. skill, we start off with dash 1 into T5. This time we'll use Squigly's Battle Opera. We use another dash 1 into T5 into drag and drop into Inferno of Leviathan. We add a launcher into dash 1 into the silver cord to the usual dash 1 T5, and we'll finish off with Daisy Pusher. This is something that I like to call around the world in 60 combo hits. You start off by doing dash 1 into T5 into Dragon Bite into another T5 into another Dragon Bite, T5 into launcher, air combo, Squiggles Battle Opera into dash 1 Inferno of Leviathan into the silver cord into dash 2. Takes you from one end of the stage to the other, but it requires both dragon charges. Time to finish this off with a bang by showing you the optimal Squigly combo. First you start by using Squiggly's Battle Opera, and then you use D1 into T5 into Dragon Bite into T5 into Squiggly's Battle Opera into D1 into T5 into Drag and Drop into Inferno of Leviathan, and while it is hitting, you charge up a dragon charge, and then D1 into the silver cord into D1 T5 launcher, and then air combo, and that's it.
We did it!
So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, blah 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 blah, and also remember to tune in later for the part 2 of this series, I guess, of Squigly's Ultimate whatever the hell, because we'll be talking about her variants, you know, more specifically about her variants. I guess that's a better description.
I hope.
But yeah, I'm still not really good with outros, so I guess I just have 2 things to say. One is that life is full of interest, so don't feel the bomb bread. And 2 is...
See you soon!